All right, good evening, everyone. Tonight we're going to do the second part of negative doubles. Last week we did the takeout double. This week we're doing the negative double. I'm just going to reiterate to everybody, for some of you that weren't here on Tuesday evening, that the difference between a takeout double and a negative double is that a negative double is done by the responder to the opener, and it tells what you have. A takeout double is done by the opponent, and it asks a question. Partner, please, can you give me a suit? I don't know what to bid. That is the difference between the two. A takeout double asks, and a negative double tells. So tonight we're going to discuss and continue about the negative double. And a lot of people don't know that you are not allowed to bid as a first bid by responder a 4-card major at the 2 level. You are not allowed to bid it at the 2 level. And you're not allowed to bid it at the 1 level if they bid hot. So let's start on board number 3, which is very different to all the boards you have tonight. South opens 1 hot. West overcalls 2 diamonds. It's a good suit. You have what's called suit quality, 6-card suit and 2 honors. Now, North would like to punish them, but North cannot double, because a double would show the other 2 suits and is takeout. And having a singleton in partner suit is not an asset. So therefore, you would love to punish them. And how do we punish the opponents? All doubles are negative. So tonight, on this hand, and that's why I only put in 1 hand, we have to pass and pray that our partner will double. Now let's talk about this double. When the bidding goes 1 of a suit, followed by an overcall, and there are 2 passes, and you, the opener, are short in the overcalled suit, you have to reopen with a double. That double says, you know, partner, I'm short in their suit. I can take any suit you bid, and I just wondered if you want to punish them or not. It's called the trap pass. North is making a trap pass. They are waiting for you to double, and now you just lick your chops and say, oh boy, am I happy here. And you pass and you say, I'm going to leave this double in. I don't fit with my partner. I've got king, jack, 10 of diamonds. I've got an outside ace and a king. I am going to let them suffer. And you let them suffer. And that is called the penalty double. To reopen with a takeout, and you convert it into a penalty. So this is the second part of negative doubles. A lot of teachers do not teach it. I think it's essential that you people must understand that if ever we want to punish the opponents, and you have opened the bidding on a proper opening hand like South with 3 quick tricks, 1 in the spades, 2 in the hearts, it is your duty to reopen with a double. And there's a theory. As long as my partner has never bid, all doubles are takeout. As long as my partner has never bid, all doubles are takeout. And this hand goes down 800, 1100. You leave a singleton heart. And it's going to be not very nice. Because what's going to happen? You win the king, the lowest of touching. You play the ace. And here you throw away a club. And now you want to give partner a rough. How do you tell partner how to get back to you? How do you tell partner you want to get back to you to give another rough? You play your highest heart, the 9. That says, I've got something in spades. And you trumpet. Now you've got to trust partner. Partner said, I've got something in spades, not in clubs, because if I had something in clubs, I'd come back the 3 of hearts. That is called a suit preference signal. A suit preference signal. Well, I don't want to underlead my spade. I'm not in a hurry. I've got natural trump tricks. So I'm going to play the ace of spades. I'm happy. Tell my partner I like it. And I'm coming back the 9 of spades. And now they're going to trumpet. And now they're in trouble. What are they going to do? They've got to play out of their hand. So whatever they're going to do, you're going to make 3 diamond tricks and you're going to make a club trick, and we're going to go off a lot of tricks on this hand. 1, 2, 3. Because no matter what happens, you're going to make the king, the jack, and the 10 of diamonds, even if they play the ace of diamonds. And now whatever they play, it doesn't matter, because you're going to come back a spade, and then it doesn't matter what you do. You'll come back a spade. And we'll try this again. I don't know what you want to do, but the hand is not very pretty. And they're going to trumpet. Now they can't play another diamond, because then they'll have no diamonds left. So they'll play the ace of clubs. And now whatever they play, you're going to make 2 more tricks plus another, and they're going to go down. You don't have to play. We won't play it anymore. It's just going to be a disaster. Okay? Any questions on this hand? Any questions on this hand?
Since there are none, comment. One of the things I really like about this training, Linda, is you often give us new ways of thinking about things than I was taught. So I'm going to give you something, not that it's right, but just different than what you said.
Okay.
As I understood it in my training, and you just said something different. I understood that to overcall above the 1 level, you needed to have more points than you are saying. I understood it to be 15 to 18. So I was in that West position on this hand, and I actually passed because I didn't have that many points. What is it that makes you feel comfortable with less points, or you just think that's just too conservative?
I think you're mixing up an overcall of 15 to 18 with a no trump. A 1 no trump overcall is 15 to 18. An overcall can be anything from 7 to 17. So I don't want you to mix it up. You must never wait for 15 points. Christmas will come. It's never going to happen. So overcalls are for leads. And you have what's called suit quality. So I would always overcall with a suit that's 6 cards and 2 top honors, as long as I have an outside entry, an outside ace or king. So 15-18 is my overcall of a no trump, guaranteeing a stopper in the opener suit. But general overcalls, I was trained by one of your top American people when he trained us for the Olympics, that he says you dive in at the 1 level and you dive out, you'll never drown. And I've never forgotten it, and it's been a great thing to remember. This is a bidder's game.
No, I'm not questioning your teaching or your training.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy to learn. If I can learn from you, I'll learn. Trust me.
No,
I'm happy to always learn.
Okay.
But
okay,
you
cool.
can't wait for 15 points to overcall.
Right.
You want to get in there for a lead. That's why we haven't done overcalls yet. The whole purpose of an overcall, number one reason. There are 3 reasons, but the first one is the lead. So I really want to overcall when I want the lead. So don't wait for 15 points.
The second reason to compete.
Settles it.
Yep, that does. All right, good. Thank you.
Okay, good. Anything else? All right, this hand just goes all the way. I mean, it's just a disaster. But we've got to learn how to punish the opponents. It's called a trap pass, everybody. A trap pass. All right, let's look at this hand. Hand number 5. We have 2 4-card minors. We always open the higher of 2 4-card minors. We open 1 diamond. They overcall 1 spade. Now we cannot bid 2 hearts. A bid at the 2 level guarantees a 5-card suit and 11 or more points, or 10 or more points. We do not have it. So we have to make what's called a negative double. Partner, I've got 4 hearts, but I could have 5 and I could have 6. I don't have enough points to make a bid at the 2 level. Pass over here. And when we make a negative double, we guarantee the major, but not necessarily the minor. It's usually both, but not always. It guarantees the major. So here you would bid 2 clubs. Well, partner, I hope you've got clubs, because that's my second suit. And now you tell partner, partner, I don't have clubs. I've got hearts. And I have my own 5 or 6-card heart suit. And that is to play. That is a drop dead bid. It says, partner, I was too weak to bid at the 2 level, but now I really want you to know I've got a long heart suit. And that is how negative doubles work. They don't always promise only 4 cards. It can be 5. And if this happens to be 6. So this is where we're going to play in 2 hearts. Are there any questions on the bidding? No questions? I can't pass this hand, and I'm not bidding at the 2 level because I don't have enough points. I just want to get across my heart suit. All right, we're going to have to leave the queen of spades, top of a doubleton. Our partner bids spades. If you had 3 spades, you would lead a low one to show 3. You would never lead a high card. So the lead of the queen guarantees a doubleton or a singleton. And come another spade. You always play the lowest of touching, third hand. And now on the ace of spades, it's your partner's trick. You're looking at nothing in your hand. You've got nothing in diamonds, nothing in clubs. And I know you were taught to keep parity with dummy. So I'm going to throw the 3 of diamonds away. I don't like diamonds, partner. All right. Now what are you going to come back? Think about it. Well, looking at this hand, okay, you know from the east side that if your partner doesn't like diamonds, and if the club finesse is in the west hand, it's going to work anyway. So you know you've got nothing in clubs, you've got nothing in diamonds. Okay, so there's only one thing to do, and I often never do this, is give a rough and a discard. I would play back another spade and hope partner can over rough whatever they play. Now this goes against the grain. They're going to rough with the queen of hearts. They have to rough with the queen. They know you've got no more. But I don't want you to trump with a natural trick that's going to become the king of hearts. Throw away the 2 of clubs. Tell partner, I've got nothing in clubs, I've got nothing in diamonds, and you will throw away, let's say you throw away a diamond. Okay? Now you've got to draw the children off the streets. You've got 6-2 fits, and you want to play for a 3-2 break. You want to play from the dummy, but you need to play towards your honors. You never put down honors. So I'm going to play a diamond to the ace. Always play towards your honors. And now you're going to play a heart. Okay? What does this hand do? Second hand low. And they put up the jack. And now you want to take the king. And now you're going to come back a club. They win the club. And they come back another heart towards their honors, and you take the ace. And now what are you going to do? It will be great. Come back another spade. And now they're going to make their 9 of hearts. If you ruff with the 8, they make the 9. If you ruff with the 10, they make the 9. And now this is your only way we're going to defeat this contract. So I want to tell everyone about never over ruffing when you've got a natural trump trick. It'll come later, and you never know what can emanate from this. This is called an uppercut. My partner has actually promoted my 9 of hearts for me because I was in no hurry to ruff the queen of hearts with the king of hearts. It's going to come later. And those negative cards of the 2 of clubs and a low diamond says, partner, I've got nothing to give you. And now you know how to play a ruff and a discard. Are there any questions? And now we go down, because the 9 of hearts will get us down. Whatever happens, the 9 of hearts is going to defeat us, okay? Any questions? No questions? Okay, I'm going into the last one and then board 9, because someone asked me so much about board 9. So let's go into board number 11. And we'll go on to this one, and then we'll discuss it. A lot of people want board 9. Okay. Let's talk about board 11. $19 points. We open a club. And they overcall 1 heart. Now, this hand is too strong for a weak jump overcall. You have an outside ace. You've got a 6-card suit with a second suit, so you bid 1 heart. Now, this is the time you cannot bid 1 spade. If you make a free bid of 1 spade over 1 heart, it guarantees a 5-card spade suit. So you make what's called a double, a negative double. Partner, I guarantee 4 spades. I don't necessarily guarantee the minor, but I have 4 spades. It's going to go past by east. And now you've got 19 points. It's your duty over a negative double to make sure you're in game. Negative doubles are unlimited, anything from 6 upwards. So if you add your 19 and those 6 is 25, we have a game. And it's your duty to bid 3 no trump. Because you have the heart stopper, and I've said before, we don't want to play in a minor. Our whole priority in this game is to play either in 3 no trump or 4 of a major. And that is the right contract. 3 no trump. You should never be out of game. You must add 2 hands together. And the lead is the queen of hearts, top of an interior sequence. And the reason you do that is to leave a heart with partner in case partner gets in. You're going to grab this trick as fast as you can, because if you don't take it, you may be in trouble. You don't know where the ace of clubs is, and then they could come in and swallow up your heart. So you've got to take that king of hearts now. Now, before we do anything, we count our winners. We have 1 heart trick and 3 spades are 4 and 5 diamonds are 9. But we could make extra tricks. Everything depends if the spades break 3 and 3. We don't know. So before I go for my diamonds, I'm going to play off my ace of spades. I'm going to run for my life. Trust me, I'm running for my life. I've got no heart stopper anymore. And when you play the jack of spades, your 10 becomes a trick. And that we didn't expect. So now we can cash our 10 of spades. And then after we cash the 10 of spades, forget about the clubs. We've got no heart stopper. We're now going to play the high card from the short side first. And we're going to run and hope we can take the diamond tricks. But the diamonds don't break. And that is not a problem because we're lucky we have the Queen of Spades. 6, 7, 8, and we've got the Queen of Spades for our 9th trick because the diamonds did not behave. And we'll just run for our money. Take your money and run. And that's the end of the hand. Okay? Are there any questions on this hand, everybody? They can have the last 4 tricks.
Just a quick question for you, Linda.
Yes,
Why
I love questions.
Why would you not allow the first 2? I would have given up the first 2 heart tricks because that way I'm probably going to cut the communication. So if East ever gets the
But I'm
lead,
not sure where the Ace of Clubs is. If the Ace of Clubs is in the other hand, I'm toast. They come back a heart and they're going to take for all the 6 heart tricks and the Ace of Clubs. I've got to run for my life.
okay.
I can't take chances. I've got to just take my money and run.
But you could take the king of hearts on the second trick, right?
I know second trick. I'm taking it on the first trick. Because
I know.
if I duck the king of hearts on the first trick and they switch to a club and the East has the Ace of Clubs, I'm never seeing the king again. So when the king is your trick, you better grab it as fast as you can. Once I don't have the Ace of Clubs. If I duck the first heart and I don't know where the Ace of Clubs is, I'm worried. I'm not going to take a chance. I'm just going to take my money and run for my life.
Understood. Thanks. That makes sense.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Last one. Board 9, and then we'll have to call it a night. And then I'm going to tell you that next week, they are going to do Jacobi transfers. I'm going to teach you the difference between Stamen and Jacobi transfers. All right, so let's talk about this one. This is very easy. You open a club and they overcall 1 heart. No negative, sorry, I put the wrong one in. 1 heart. Now, there's no negative double when you have a 5-card spade suit. You bid naturally 1 spade. 1 spade guarantees 5 spades. Yeah. If you had 4 spades, you would negative double. You guarantee the major, not necessarily the other minor. So this is a spade bid. Now, it's up to this hand. You're vulnerable. You're going to bid 2 hearts to show partner support with support. And now you're not going to deny an 8-card major suit fit. You will bid 2 spades. You have a 4-3-3-3 hand, not much in roughing value, but you want partner to know that you have a fit with them. 8-card major suit fit. And now it's up to you what to do. Well, let's work it out. You have high card points in your hand, 9 high card points. You have a singleton. That singleton's worth 3 extra points. Do you want to make another bid? You have to make another bid. So you should bid 3 spades. Invite partner to game. Partner, I'm in the medium range hand, and I wonder if you want to accept the invitation. Now, I want to talk about hand evaluation. When you have no wasted points in hearts, this is a very important tip to remember. When they bid hearts and you don't have any honors in the heart suit, you are working really with a 30-point deck. You can take the ace, king, queen, jack of hearts and throw them out the window. So you really have nothing wasted. And when you have nothing wasted in their suit, your hand improves enormously. So knowing partner's got to be short in hearts and inviting, and they've both supported hearts, and you have 4 controls, ace, king, These are prime controls, no wasted queens or jacks. It's a really good control hand. So if my partner invites me to game, I'm never going to refuse this invitation. If I had values in the heart suit, I would refuse. But once I don't have values, and I know that my king of spades isn't the king of hearts, I will always accept the invitation, and then you would bid 4 spades. Now, I don't know if any of you got to 4 spades, but I would definitely want you to start looking at the cards the opponents bid. When you have no wasted cards in their suit, your hand improves a lot. Did everybody get to 4 spades?
I don't think so. I don't think they did.
Anybody get to 4 spades? No one?
No idea.
Yes.
All right, but
One table did. I can see
I
it in
got-
the.
Yeah, I got to 4 spades.
right. Well, the thing is this, I want you to start looking at hand evaluation. This is something that really comes as you go along. When you don't have wasted points in their suit, your hand goes up. It grows like a flower. I like it a lot.
I think our opponents got to 4 spades because we rebid the hearts. And
Oh,
so then
okay.
they went to 4 spades, but then we set them. at
How,
4
you
spades.
set them?
Yeah.
How? How did you set them?
Well, I have no idea at this point and I can't see.
Okay, so we've got no spade losers. We lose 1 heart trick, 1 club trick, and everything depends on
And
the
a diamond
diamonds. But
trick.
I would be very careful. You've got to look and see, first of all, you want to make sure that the spades are breaking. And then you have to do the diamonds. So you've got to decide how to play the diamond suit. The
Yep.
clubs may break 3-3. That'll give me an extra trick. I like the clubs. So I might give up 2 club trick. Give up 1 club trick. I would draw trumps and give up a club trick before I start on the diamond. So this is how I would play. They're going to lead a heart. 3 of hearts. King of hearts. Jack of hearts. And they're going to come back a heart. And you're going to trumpet. And as long as the clubs break, they'll be fine. Let's just draw the children off the streets. We take the 2 honors first, just in case the spades don't break. You create a finesse of the jack with queen 10. So it's correct to now play the 9 to the king, just in case. You've got lots of work to do on this hand. You could go down. There's still 1 more trump out. You could go down. But now you've got to think about how you're going to play the hand. You definitely got a club loser and you may have 2 diamond losers. Everything depends on how you play the hand. So they could shorten you on the club. So it's up to you. You're in your hand, in the dummy. Right. There's still 1 more trump. I can't afford to draw it because I've got to lose the lead. So let's see what happens here. Where am I? There. Okay. You still could go down. Not easy.
Sorry.
Well, that's my second trick. All right, what are they coming back? A heart, right?
Or
They should come back a heart. If they don't come back a heart, you're in control. If they want to come back a spade, you're all even in better control. So let's say they come back a heart. Okay? And now you throw away a diamond. And they now win the Queen of Hearts. There can't come another heart. You're going to get a ruff and a discard. Because you've got a trump in each hand. So they may be in played, and now they have to play the diamond. They can't afford to give you a ruff and a discard. And they may come back a diamond. And you've just got to pray. I mean, you could go down on this hand. And now you can draw the last child, and that's how it will work. You have to give up that heart trick. You can't afford to rough it. And that's it, everybody. The 9 of clubs will take care of your other diamond loser. Any questions? Right, I want to thank you all. I hope you've had a good time. And we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Linda.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.